Ibrahima Seck is an agricultural expert and a visionary. He spends a great deal of his time in Meké, a town in Senegal. He's working to win people over to sustainable farming. Much of that work involves peanuts. They're a traditional crop here in Senegal.
Peanut farming was introduced by France when Senegal was still a colony. Peanuts were almost the only crop in the entire region. The impact of that was enormous.
That was more than 100 years ago. Even today, around half of all farmland in Senegal is used to grow peanuts, if they grow at all, that is. A century of monoculture has damaged the soil. The effects of soil erosion, loss of nutrients, and desertification are visible everywhere. Local farmers say the soil is almost entirely depleted. Plants can hardly take root anymore.
Peanut monoculture led to extreme soil degradation. A loss of biodiversity means a loss of natural resources. The soil, the water, trees, plant biomass, it's all gone.
The peanut harvest has suffered as a result. That's a major problem for people here in Meké and all of Senegal. Peanuts are one of the country's main sources of export income, but harvests have dwindled. This warehouse is where local farmers store their harvest. Their farms extend over vast areas, but their harvests are meager by comparison. Many farmers earn only around 200 euros a year. That's why many locals have been turning to other crops, like cassava. But even that can't assure their livelihood over the long term.
That's the reason why young people don't want to stay here. When they're old enough, ready to earn a living, they leave the villages. First, they go to the city. And then often they continue onward to Europe or the US. Quite often, what happens is terrible. The young people are so desperate, so lacking in hope, that they get in boats, small boats, simple ones, and try to cross the Atlantic in them.
Many of the farmers who remained in Meké have joined together to form a cooperative, which runs a small oil production business. The peanuts are shelled and peeled, and then put through the press several times. The co-op members use the oil themselves and sell the extra at local markets. The days of ample harvests are long gone. But even a small increase in yields would make a difference. Ibrahima Seck believes the only way to make that happen is to switch to sustainable farming without chemical fertilizers and pesticides.
We have to work with nature instead of trying to dominate it. We need ethically sustainable farming methods. That means ecological and organic farming methods. That's the future of farming, not just in Senegal, but around the world.
For many in Senegal, organic farming is still an unfamiliar concept, but Ibrahima Seck is committed to making it a reality.